Decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 31. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Haskins. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Bears 6.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. First down, Rivers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
40-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run. Chubb, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From midfield now, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7, Bears 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Haskins. And he finds Howard complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try again with Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and...
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. anticipating will we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Makes this Washington 14. Bears 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground is Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They're on the 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. 3rd down here.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete.
A big play there. 89 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Handoff comes to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's 2nd and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, Rivers gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Rivers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
55.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 4. Again, it's Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rivers again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
To number 13. Touchdown.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Smith catches left side. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
Houston will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
3-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run for it. Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 38, Bears 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, look at the juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just... And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete.
Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
26.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The first down throw here for Rivers. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A second down throw for Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. Play fake. Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing now is Haskins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chase Young in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Bears 33.